Hey, squishies. Oh, that was odd. Welcome back to more STO, where my voice is being really weird. I don't entirely know why. Um, and yeah, today we are starting a new plot line. The first plot line of which I played absolutely nothing. So that's kind of exciting. So why don't we dive right into it? I did my event grinding for today, right? Yes, I did. So Age of Discovery is what we just finished. So now Jula's Discovery is next, I believe. Hope you're all doing well.
I am the leader of a Vulcan research team studying the unique ecology of the planet Pavo. Starfleet has informed me that an ion storm is active in the Pavo system. Logic suggests that the storm is blocking communications. However, storms of that magnitude can have other effects, some of a deleterious nature. As a precaution, the Alliance has asked me to...
Just checking. Okay.
To determine the status of the research team and offer assistance if necessary. I am prepared to leave at your earliest convenience.
Okay. Looks like we don't have a lot of people today. I know it's been a couple of weeks since the last time. The heck is Pavo? Not in this quadrant. You know what? Let's just jump straight there. And yeah, I apologize about that. I just was not feeling well on stream night last week. So... And Pavo, I believe, is the weird planet from the first episode of... Or not first episode, first season of Discovery. Admiral, there is no response on comms from the Pavo research station. The ion storm is causing a lot of interference, however. It's possible our hails may not be reaching them. What's causing the interference?
The storm is creating spatial disturbances throughout the system. If we analyze their patterns, we might be able to position the ship at a point where communication is possible.
Agreed. Begin the scan.
Initial scans are picking up clouds of ionized subspace radiation and chronometric particles. This is curious. Sensors are registering stationary objects.
We've got 5 people watching right now.
Position.
That's pretty close to the max for most sessions, so neat. Hi, Rabbit Cube! An object? Is it a ship?
Unlikely. I suspect it is one of the...
Not at all. I'm just starting the first mission of the night.
However, the ionization of subspace
hey, Fruit Bat!
is warping and distorting the sensors. As a result, an accurate identification is not possible at this range.
Let's get closer. We might learn more there. Ha! That is a new symbol for targeted
navigational buoy. It appears to be inactive, however. The navigational buoys here are configured to broadcast a message on all frequencies. It is intended to inform those who arrive here that Pavo is a protected reserve. Sensors indicate heavy hull ionization on this buoy. I believe it has been disabled by the effects of the ion storm.
I'm trying to remember the episode that Pavo appeared in. I remember it was pretty much the one episode of the first season of Discovery I really liked. I think like the whole planet was a single consciousness or something like that, which is always a fun sci-fi concept. An active buoy could boost our signal. Scan for one in range.
Navigational buoy 226 is nearby and should provide us with a means to reinforce hailing frequencies between the ship and the Pavo research station. However, I recommend caution in navigating further into the system. The ion storm is quite violent.
Agreed. Helm, laying a course for nav buoy 226.
entering the Pavo system. The planet Pavo is a protected reserve. Access is prohibited.
Ready to initiate handshake between our comm systems and navigation buoy 226 now. Proceed. Handshake received. Fidelity is within acceptable margins of error. Comms are secure, Admiral. Hailing frequencies open. Research Station Pavo Prime. This is the RW Starfire. Please respond. No response. Local conditions are still a factor here. The buoys may not be able to overcome the storm's interference, even with our assistance. Looks like we have to brave the storm.
I have detected something of interest. Sensors show the formation of a spatial anomaly nearby.
Is it the source of the signal disruption?
Uncertain. It appears to be providing stability to the ion storm, similar to the eye of a hurricane.
That's
I'm also
not really
detecting
how
bursts
hurricanes
of
work,
comm
but
signals
okay.
From the anomaly. The signals are currently garbled beyond recognition, but they could be from the research station. I recommend conducting a deeper analysis, both of the anomaly and the signals.
Acknowledged. Helm, lay in a course and take us in. I know with some interest that they've changed the graphic for this is a distant point of interest to be a little more aggressive on this plotline. I know, right, Rabbit Cube? What? Aren't you in the... Wait, ISS. What? Oh, that's a lot of Klingons. Sensors are clear of hostile targets, Admiral, for the moment. A number of Klingon vessels retreated at high warp during the battle and activated their cloaking devices. Local ion interference will make fighting them difficult, if not impossible. Acknowledged. Hail the Federation vessel. Hailing frequencies open. Message sent. No response. Another unanswered question. SOMAT analysis?
Recognition files identify the Klingon vessels as classes deployed during the Federation-Klingon conflict of the mid-23rd century. The Starfleet vessel is a Crossfield class, also active during that time period.
Time travel. Scan for chronometric particles.
Scanning. Sensors show a spike in the chronometric particles immediately preceding the arrival of these vessels. Fascinating.
Find something.
The Crossfield-class vessel is not transmitting a Starfleet recognition signal. Sensor analysis confirmed. It is the ISS Discovery, from the Terran Empire, the so-called Mirror Universe.
Might explain why they haven't answered our hails. Admiral, the Discovery is hailing us now. On screen. Let's see what they have to say.
Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Speaking for myself and my loyal crew, thank you.
Is this the actual Mirror Tilly? This is the actual Mirror
Tilly.
Tilly.
Our intent to seek asylum.
Huh. So Tilly is easily the best character in Discovery. Like, it's not even close. Saru is a very distant second.
Don't get along at all.
Ooh.
So to say it's a surprise to see a
faction-specific dialogue.
Rescue is an understatement of epic proportions. Clearly, this is going to take a little getting used to. I'm not entirely sure how, but judging by the sensor readings I'm seeing, and that rather impressive ship of yours, we've taken a trip to the future.
Indeed. Over 150 years.
I'm sure the science behind all of this is fascinating, but we have some more immediate concerns to address, namely the Klingon boarding parties running wild on my ship.
I can send an away team to assist.
Excellent. I'll have Patel, my chief of security, meet your team at the transport coordinates with the security detail. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Wait a minute.
Tilly out.
Wait a minute. Is this the mirror version of the woman that got fridged last time? Also, yes, the Discovery uniforms, basically, up until this past season, the Discovery uniforms on everyone were amazing. Then they went to the 31st century, and the 31st century Starfleet has the ugliest goddamn uniforms. But everything else remains fantastic. The Klingon uniforms are awesome, the Mirror universe are awesome, the Discovery uniforms themselves are my favorite Starfleet uniforms ever. I love the uniforms in Discovery. Like, visually, it's my favorite Star Trek series. It's just all the other elements that struggle. Acknowledged. We're on our way. Like, up to and including it's got bad sound design. Though, admittedly, the writing was a lot better this past season. Sound design still sucks. And actually, you know, the acting is mostly pretty good. It's mostly the writing and the sound design that I have issues with. I ate lunch unusually early today, so I am starving. Thank you for long load screens.
Sensors indicate
Oh, right.
life signs in your vicinity, reading multiple high-energy discharges as well. The data is consistent with 23rd century phaser and disruptor weapons at the highest setting. Proceed with caution. In the heat of battle, you could be seen as an enemy by anyone you encounter there.
Understood. To Jenny out. Right. So, actually, this is all wrong. I should be... Oh, wait, no, because the gun isn't even part of the set. I'm fine. So I changed guns in that I no longer have a gun. I have a magic staff of doom from the Iconians. Basically, there was a giveaway where one of the things they gave away was 5 free keys for lockboxes.
ISS Discovery.
I think that is an older version of the woman that got fridged. You must be Chief Patel.
Yeah, no. I'm afraid Patel has been relieved of command.
Oh.
Just like you're going to be relieved.
No, that
of
isn't her.
fancy 25th century.
I don't know anymore. I suspect your captain wouldn't approve of this.
Our captain is weak.
Yes, Rabbit Cube, right?
You're a fool. The Terran Empire tolerates neither. Some would call this a mutiny. But any captain willing to conspire with Federation trash is no captain of ours. Now hand over those weapons, or we'll pick them off your corpses. The choice is yours.
Our weapons stay with us. Stand down while you can. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, this thing is ridiculous.
Oh, we're transmitting now. Hello. Welcome aboard the Discovery. As you can see, things have become a bit more complicated. It seems that some of my crew have decided that now is the perfect time to express their concerns with my command decisions.
Violently, it would seem.
Yes. As if the Klingon boarding parties weren't enough to deal with. Oh, hey, let's have a mutiny too. Wonderful. Never mind.
Mirror universe.
Did Chief Patel make it to you? She was supposed to escort you through the security fields to the bridge.
No, she's not here. The fields still are, though.
I see. We'll do what we can from the bridge, but I'm afraid we're a bit locked down here at the moment. According to our internal sensors, Chief Patel is in that deck security station. It's not far from your current position. She's probably trying to lock down this ridiculous mutiny there.
I see.
Find Patel. She should be able to override whatever the mutineers are doing to raise those fields. Take them down and make your way to the turbo lift.
Acknowledged. We're on our way. So yeah, do I still have the gun somewhere in my inventory? Pretty sure I do. Don't I? Come on, I must. Oh, there it is. So, yeah. The gun had an impressive DPS of 188. It was my most damaging weapon previously. This has a DPS of 247. I've never even seen anything over 200 before. What happened is, it's the 11th anniversary of STO's release, and so they've been doing a bunch of free giveaways, and one of them was 5 lockbox keys for free. So I went into my old main character and dug out the lockboxes from 5 years ago that have nothing but Iconian stuff in them, in the hopes of getting an Iconian Dreadnought. I didn't get that, but I did get the absurdly powerful Iconian ground weapon. So, you know. Yes, it is Rabbit Cube. So yeah, now I'm a space vampire in a hooded cloak with a magic staff and knives.
Huh. Sounds like our guests got a warm welcome.
Look out! They're still alive!
Like, I'm still getting the hang of using it, because the absurdly powerful secondary attack shows up way more often than I expected to. I'm detecting high energy readings and numerous life signs on the other side of this door.
Now that I have your attention, I have some questions.
I distinctly hope so,
Tilly
Rabbit Cube.
has plans. Yes, she always has plans. And you're going to tell me what they are. Oh, you'll resist, of course. You're a Terran, after all. But let's be honest, Chief. You will tell me what I want to know. A Apparently, Tilly's new allies are still with us. If you want something done right. Weapons at highest setting. Open fire! Kill them! Kill them now! Kill them or I'll kill!
Help me! Controls, they're on the booth. I'm guessing you're the one the captain sent me to meet. I'm Patel, Chief of Security. Thanks for
Okay,
the
yeah.
assist.
This is the mirror version of the woman that got fridged in the Discovery plotline. Are you alright? Not that that makes it any better that they fridged her, but it's something.
Booth. But I've spent my fair share of time in one, too. I'll manage. What's the situation? Is the captain still in command?
I think every ground weapon in the game has the same range. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't. The thing I just noticed is it looked like at least one of my shots went through an enemy and hit everyone and hit another end. Like, it hit two enemies that were on a line, which I've never seen a weapon do before. I'm not sure if it actually did that, but it kind of looked like it did. Anyway, she is, for now.
I'm not surprised. It'll take more than Klingons and mutinous riffraff to end Sylvia Tilly. I'm surprised she hasn't killed them all herself. In the meantime, I have orders to get you to the bridge, and I intend to obey them. Follow me.
The path's blocked by security fields.
Not a problem. There's no code written I can't crack. I'll have those fields down in short order. Cover me while I work. We might have some uninvited guests soon.
Understood. Work fast, Chief.
Little help here.
Where even are they? Okay, yes, that definitely hit both enemies. I am very confused because it is dark in here.
Help here. Keep me pumped. Again.
Yeah, there's someone right there.
You want me to finish? Maybe keep them off me for more than 5 seconds?
Alright. Where are you? Do I still have... No, I don't. Okay. Where even are these guys? I am so confused right now. Because it is very dark in here. Oh, they're... Okay, wait. There we go.
Help here. They're flanking. Look out! fields are using my authorization codes now.
Wait, are we done? Is that what just happened? Doesn't seem to be... No, she's still working. They just stopped attacking for some reason.
Clear! Let's move!
That is plausible, Rabbit Cube.
Let's get to the bridge. The turbo lift is that way. Watch your corners.
No quarter, no prisoners. Attack!
Ambush!
Yep, it absolutely can hit multiple people with its secondary. That's sweet.
We're reading the loss of security fields on that deck. I take it you found Chief Patel?
We did. We're on our way to the bridge.
Some good news for a change, though I'm not terribly surprised. Woman's harder to kill than a honey badger. Ready for the bad news?
Let's have it.
I'm afraid the Klingons have taken several lower decks and are moving in your direction. Keep your weapons hot. They're killing everyone they run into. I don't think they'll make an exception for you. Stick with Patel and get up here as soon as you're able.
Acknowledged. To Jenny out.
I hear Klingon disruptors up ahead. I'm ready for anything.
Do not let that Klingon scum use this junction!
Like, between the fact that my most powerful engineering
Hold your
kit
position. There's
power is entirely passive, and this gun, I'm not even using abilities anymore. What kind of incident?
the Klingon kind. Specifically, they've taken control of main engineering, killed my chief engineer and his security team in the process. They're threatening to breach the core if I don't surrender. That is not gonna happen.
Shall we evacuate then?
Evacuate sounds a lot like retreat to me, and that is not gonna happen either. This is my ship, and I will not abandon her. Take Patel, get down to engineering, deal with the Klingons, and make sure that core breach never happens.
Very well, Captain. We'll deal with our mutual problem.
I recommend you deal with this problem quickly. Neither of us will enjoy their solution. Tilly out.
Right, let's get moving.
Klingons probably cracked Rathman's code. Idiot.
Wait, what? How do I... Oh, they're attacking. Thank you for lining up conveniently, Klingons.
bad news first. Seems there's more Klingons down there than we thought. You'll have to fight your way to main engineering. Good news? They'll be shooting at the mutineers down there. Might make your job a little easier, huh?
Acknowledged. To Jenny out.
Rathbun! Come in, Rathbun! We're trapped on the engineering deck! Send reinforcements, now! Great. Mutineers...
Oh, absolutely, Rabbit Cube.
Take them all down!
Particularly, Tilly's actress never actually got to play a mirror universe version of herself, I don't think.
Get these doors open.
Wait, no. Wait, no, she does in 3rd season. That's right. But in 1st season, she played her regular universe self pretending to be her mirror self, rather than her mirror self. And honestly, they did a really good job writing her. Like, she's clearly an evil mirror universe captain, but
They aren't even targeting
like, here and there are lines where I'm like, oh yeah, that's Tilly.
Main engineering is just up ahead. Let's hustle, people!
I have no idea if I hit anybody with that. Right, Rabbit Cube?
On your lead, we'll breach. You go high, I'll go low.
We all die this day. Die well. Die with honor.
Okay. It's secured.
Looks like the Klingons are in a hurry. That is some sloppy work.
I've not seen enough Orphan Black to be able to say Rabbit Cube.
Rebalance the matter and
It's a good question, though.
and adjust the flow rate to 0.5. That should bring the core back from the brink quite nicely.
Understood. We'll handle it.
Hope you know what you're doing. That warp core looks fit to breach.
I am an engineer, magic staff notwithstanding.
Nicely done. Cut it a little close there with the core, but since we're all still here, I'm gonna call that a win. So, since we've got a little room to breathe here, why don't you come up to the bridge? There's a turbo lift nearby that I've relaxed the security locks on.
We're on our way.
Face to face at last.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these assholes?
Language!
That is evil Tilly. No question there.
Ugh, cursing. Such a filthy habit. You did well against the mutineers. They weren't fond of my decision to seek asylum, I'm afraid. While unpleasant, it is better than the fate we left behind. In our universe, Pavo is a cruel, deadly entity. Being sent to that system is a death sentence. And sent there we were. I suppose an enemy decided it was time for me to retire. Permanently. But enough about that. Let's get down to business, shall we? First and foremost, I have no interest in hostilities with your government. I meant what I said about Asylum.
Good. Do you speak for your entire crew?
I do. The mutiny was unfortunate, but what can I say? We're Terrans. Dominance is often challenged and must be maintained. The mutineers saw an opportunity, took their shot, and missed. Big time.
To be fair,
Everyone
that's
saw
what a
the
lot of
price they paid for their
Romulan
failure.
politics was like, too.
Believe me, the rest of the crew will fall in line. I'm fortunate you were here to deal with the problem. Apparently, my chief of
absolutely,
security
Rabbit
felt
Q.
like spending time in an agonizer booth during most of the conflict. Honestly, Patel, if I knew you liked the booth so much, I'd keep you in one more often.
I shouldn't find that hot, but I find that hot.
Why, you are right to say so, Captain. It won't happen again.
See to it that it doesn't. I'd hate to replace you, Chief, but I will if I have to.
Next steps, Captain?
Next steps are to get my vessel back in working order before those Klingons come back to finish us off. Now that's not going to be easy. I'm down a chief engineer, the power grid is a shambles, we have multiple hull breaches, and we're nowhere near battle ready.
Right. To Jenny to RRW Starfire. This is RRW Starfire. Is everything alright? We detected a surge in the ISS Discovery's warp core, but now it's operating at a safe level. I need an engineering team ASAP. Understood, Admiral. We'll beam directly to main engineering and get to work. RRW Starfire out. Anything we can do here on the bridge?
Our shields are down. If the Klingons don't get us, it's only a matter of time before the ion storm does. Monitor that console while I try to get the main deflector back online. I'd order my chief science officer to do it, but she chose her loyalties poorly.
Right, let's see what we can do here.
Start a diagnostic on the shield emitters. I'll start to recalibrate the main deflector. Klingons! All hands! Repel boarders!
Seriously? Where? Oh. Where are they? Can't fucking see. Oh, that's a Klingon.
Okay, main deflector is in position. Recalibrate it now. Ugh, they're like Zethian bed roaches. Get off my ship!
Sensors are picking up numerous Klingon vessels decloaking. Combat is imminent. I strongly recommend you return to the ship at your earliest convenience.
Understood. We're almost done here.
Captains should be on their own ship in the heat of battle. Go. We'll take it from here.
To Jenny to Engineering. Status report. Impulse power restored, Admiral, but only just. If we want this to be more than a patch job, we'll need more time. Time's up. Return to the ship immediately.
Thank you. If we survive this, I look forward to repaying the favor. Now go, before it's too late.
RW Starfire, energize.
I do not know how we came to be here in the future, and I do not care. What I do know is that we have a mutual enemy.
The situation here is complex, Captain.
There is nothing complex about it. I mean to destroy that ship, and you with it, if you get in my way. Be smart. Your ship has the technical advantage. We have the advantage of numbers. And we are Discovery, and you will lose. Fight with us, and you will live to see another day.
Discovery is under my protection.
Then you are a fool, fighting in a burning house. Try to die well.
Red alert, all hands battle stations.
Discovery is altering course. We're headed toward Colony. Discovery has lowered transporters.
The captain has left the ship. I'm in command now. Discovery is back in the fight.
Leaving numerous Klingon vessels afloat.
Oh, swell. More of them. That's just what was needed. Admiral, I'm detecting a massive energy surge on Pavo. Something is... Tilly, what did you do? Admiral, whatever that was hit us hard. Receiving casualty reports from all decks. Helm, evasive maneuvers. Tactical status report. Shields are at full, deflectors online, all weapons ready. It appears to have bypassed all of our defense systems like they weren't there. Somat analysis. What hit us?
Based on what the sensors recorded during the attack, it appears we were hit by psionic energy.
Right, Rabbit
manifested
Cube?
into an energy pulse of considerable magnitude. The attack originated on Pavo.
Pavo attacked us. Why? Admiral, we are being hailed. It's Captain Tilly. On screen.
I don't like red in my ledger. You saved my ship, so I spared yours. This time. Next time I won't be so sentimental. First and last warning. Leave the system while you're able.
What do you hope to gain from this, Tilly?
Did you hit your head in that fight? I think what I have to gain here is pretty obvious. Everything. Pavo's reach is infinite. After a few more demonstrations of its power, everyone in the quadrant will have no choice but to swear allegiance to me. Or, die. Empress Tilly. That has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
What even is this? You're insane. There's no way you'll succeed.
Sane, insane. I'm the one calling the shots here. And I'm pretty sure
Oh my god, I love her playing with the knife.
So who's the insane one again? Me? Or the lunatic staring defiantly down the barrel of the ultimate weapon? Tick-tock bell. My trigger finger's getting itchy.
Status report on the planet.
I'm reading an energy signature on the surface of Pavo. It matches the initial blast from the planet. Another attack could be imminent. We will not survive a direct hit. I strongly recommend we exit the system immediately.
Hell, get us out of here. Maximum warp. Okay.
Captain Tilly's betrayal, while unfortunate, was not entirely unexpected. Her use of this agonizer technique...
Wait, what do you mean it wasn't entirely unexpected? I guess her betraying us was unexpected. Her taking over and weaponizing Pavo kind of was.
Technology, but I will need time to conduct research. Rest assured that I will endeavor to counter Tilly's insidious
Tilly is
actions
awesome.
as soon as possible.
Any version of her.
I ask that you prepare to take action at a moment's notice. The lives of untold millions, including our own, could be at stake.
Meh. How's that? I'm pretty sure that's significantly worse than my current shield, but let's check. Yes, that is worse than the crappy forward shield on my current shields, and also would break my set bonuses. Okay. So I don't care which one I pick up. Alright.
Our information about events at Pavo is incomplete, but I believe the Terrans are undertaking a large-scale operation there. They have managed to coerce the planet's consciousness into serving their violent needs. Furthermore, they've turned Pavo's transmitter into a potent weapon. Time is of the essence. While the Alliance is mobilizing a larger response, we are, in effect, the first responders. It falls to us to do what we can to stop Captain Tilly and her crew before they solidify their control of Pavo. Failing to do so could be catastrophic. Ideally, we should return the Discovery and her crew to their proper time and space. Under the circumstances, removing the Terran presence from Pavo is the more immediate, logical need.
Ha, they called her Captain Killy. Okay. I'm gonna go pee and then do the next mission. Alright. My missions are in this arc anyway. This, I guess, this is really its own standalone thing and not just a precursor. Oh wow, this is long. And not just a precursor to the Klingon Civil War. Thanks, Barbecue.
Based on my readings, I believe the Terrans have managed to alter Pavo's song. Somehow, Tilly and her crew have manipulated it into a new type of harmonic waveform. This waveform is potent enough to realign the space around the planet, shifting it to a different quantum signature. As a result, a number of interphasic rifts have opened within the system. I believe she is attempting to bring things from the mirror universe to ours. Logic suggests an invasion force, based on previous encounters with the Terran Empire. We are not the only ones interested in this behavior.
Oh my god.
The time-displaced Klingons
Oh my god.
are moving to investigate as well.
Please tell me
previous encounters
that we're getting, at some point in this arc, Mirror Lita and Mirror Tilly in the same thing. Because that would be amazing. Let's deal with this before it gets out of hand. Dang it! That's so annoying. Sometimes decloaking just doesn't work. And sometimes it doesn't work because I'm pressing the wrong goddamn button. Oops. This wreckage is from a ship, a massive one. If the Terrans... Oh, wrong voice. If the Terrans were trying to get reinforcements through here, it did not work. I'm picking up life signs on several of the larger pieces of debris. Emergency life support systems are failing, however. They don't have a lot of time left. Prep sick bay for casualties. Begin transporting aboard. Thank you for your agreement, chat. I'm not sure what I'm being... I guess the ship that came through.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
We've rescued several survivors. The uninjured ones are being held in the brig, and the casualties are in sickbay. We found several who are cocooned in mycelial threads. Apparently, the wreckage passed through some kind of subspace mycelial network, and now several of the survivors are trapped in these fungal strands. Will the cocooned ones survive? God, that would be amazing, Rabbit Cube. I don't know how they could make it work, but it would be awesome. Too early to tell, but indications are generally positive. Apparently, the mycelial webwork is very durable. It may have protected them from the disaster that claimed their ship. Keep me posted if their status changes. In the meantime, we need to get planetside.
I have the coordinates for the science station on the planet's surface. It is logical to assume that the Terrans have taken control of the research team and their facility, preparing for an armed response with the crew. The research facility has already been attacked. We must see to the welfare of the researchers, if any survived.
We should check the shelter area.
Your assistance is appreciated.
I have recovered.
My injuries are not
We are fortunate
life-threatening.
that the Terrans did not kill everyone. They were more concerned with our research data and equipment. Our work appears to have given the Terrans what they need to communicate with Pavo in ways we cannot. They are now able to alter the planet's consciousness, causing it to reflect their own dark nature. Our security personnel should remain with us. We will need all the help we can get against the Terran forces.
A logical conclusion.
While trying to communicate with the planet, we have learned that it uses crystal matrices as transmitters. We have a small collection of crystal samples. They may be useful to re-establish the planet's normal biosphere, free from Terran influence.
Let's pick up a few of those crystals before we continue.
I was able to take readings of the area. Terran technology is not subtle, especially agonizer gear. I am reading it in several nearby locations. A meadow, a riverbank, and a narrow pass. I am also reading several Terran life signs in those areas. I do not expect a warm welcome from them.
Once we've dealt with the Terrans, we can turn off their agonizers and restabilize the planet.
There is a canyon that exits to another glade of Pavan life a short distance to the south of here. Logically, the Terrans would seek out places where they can use their technology to attempt to subvert the planet.
We should keep an eye out for their devices then. The hell is that thing?
The device there, near the crystals. Disable it to interrupt the Terrans' hold on Pavo.
Okay. That is longer than normal range, I think. I'm not sure. No, normal range is 20. I don't know what's going on there. That is a frickin' ghost. Oh, there wasn't one here. Okay. Are you telling me that I haven't finished? Oh. Gonna let me disable the thing? Gonna let me disable the thing? Gonna let me disable the thing? Hello? Why are you not triggering? That was weird. I think they misplaced the trigger. I'm surprised they haven't fixed it by now. This has been on here. This mission has been out for a while. Maybe it's a recent bug. Or a rare one. God, this staff is OP.
We should continue before the Terrans send reinforcements. curious. I sense something. They are attempting to communicate telepathically. They are angry.
That's not good.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Enemy target on
Man, it's a good thing this horrifying
Terrans have used their
Iconian
aggressive
weapon has a
technology to
stun
induce a state of
setting.
hostility in the Pavan biosphere. It is lashing out, using its empathic powers to project its pain and rage into other living beings. If the Terrans are able to do this on a large scale, the planet could serve as a massive telepathic weapon. It would be able to subvert or kill anyone, anywhere. We should disable this technology wherever we find it on Pavo.
Why didn't the attack affect me or my officers?
An interesting question. I believe the biosphere has a stronger connection to myself and my team. It may have instinctively struck the most familiar minds first. That being said, I do not believe it will continue to exclusively attack the members of my team. Only those with the ability to harm the biosphere will be immune.
Are you able to continue on?
Yes. Now that I have experienced the psionic attack, I can take steps to shield my mind against it. The security officers, on the other hand, do not have my level of training in the mental arts. It would not be logical for them to continue on with us.
Food. No. Okay. Very well, we'll beam the security team up to the ship. Oh.
It seems that in addition to using their agonizer technology on the planet itself, the Terrans are blocking access to the central pillar with force fields in selected areas. Doubtless, they wish to prevent interference in their captain's plans.
It really does, R. Also, hi.
It is illogical for you to continue, Captain. Whatever you are doing to Pavo needs to end.
Ah, the famous Vulcan logic. Get it straight. Pavo and I, we're just getting started. Oh, and that part about sending my best at you? I lied.
Where are they? Oh, they're converging.
Why don't I give you a little taste of my big gun?
Why is she not hurtable? And where?
Disable the controls to the left before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
I'm guessing that's up here?
I can do this all day. You? Not so much. Time's up. Ready to die?
Nah. Nah. No!
Disable the controls to the right before
Oh,
she
God damn
forces
it.
Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
Should have seen that coming. Oh my god! Who keeps making me unable to move? And killing all my people.
Now this will be a real treat. For me.
Fuck.
Personal shield losing power.
Come on.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Stop it! God damn it! What keeps doing that?
Disable the controls behind the spire before she forces Pavo to release a lethal wave of psychic energy.
Behind the... God damn it.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Well, this is definitely not how I saw this ending.
I guess my people killed her before I could do that.
You know it's only a matter of time. Before we beat you, right? You don't have the stomach to stop us. But we're more than capable of ending you. And I intend to make that happen.
That seems unlikely. Your campaign of terror here is over, Captain.
Oh, I'm not done yet, Vulcan. Till next time, you assholes.
Fascinating. Interesting. She has somehow used Pavo's transmitter as a long-range transporter. Tilly could be anywhere in the quadrant now. If we are fortunate, we might find further clues among the Terran equipment. They did go to considerable trouble to arrange this site.
We should check their gear by the spire. Oh. Just clicked for me how this functions as a prelude to the Civil War arc. We're gonna end up teaming up with the Discovery Klingons to deal with this. And that... Am I going the wrong way or not? I'm not sure. That will cause... I need to get over there somehow. That will then put us on their side in the Klingon Civil War arc. is my guess. Since their whole shtick was uniting the warring Klingon factions. Okay, no. There's just literally no way over there from here. So I do have to go down here. And then through here, maybe? Perhaps? Thank you, Rabbit Cube. Oh, that's why I was confused. It respawned me all the way back at the beginning. This is a really pretty planet. I mean, it was in the show, too. Nope. So that's not it, is it? Is there other Terran equipment around here? I think I might have to actually clear those supplies just so I can find the rest. Fine, whatever. We'll take it.
I think
Oh, that is what I needed to do.
It may be advisable to return to your vessel so that we can deal with the situation in local space.
Yeah, Discovery has some really good ideas. They're just not great at following through on them. They also have some really bad ideas.
Now that you have secured the research preserve, we must find a way to return the remaining Terrans and their vessel to their proper time and space.
Recommendations.
We can use the ion storm to send Discovery back. Specially modified probes can amplify the storm in specific locations. This can generate a localized ion effect and open a gateway to the proper point in space and time.
Convincing Discovery to enter that could be difficult.
Indeed, especially given the Terran predilection for hostility.
Shields up, fire to disable.
Pointless. As much as it pains me to say this, we surrender.
I mean, that's fair, R.
What are your terms?
Stand down. You need to return to your proper time and place. On the other hand, civil wars tend to involve shifting alliances, so who knows?
Fine by me. Tilly slinked off.
I mean, Jumpak was initially a villain for Federation
I'm the
players.
captain now, and I say send us back if you can.
Very well. Return to your initial entry position and don't try any more tricks.
Your display has been updated with the locations to place probes around Discovery. Once the probes are in place, They will trigger an ion flare
Fire!
to open the gateway that will take Discovery back.
Easier said than done.
Agreed. The time-displaced Klingons are still out there. And they have shown a distinct interest in destroying the Discovery, along with all of us.
Right. Hell, take us to the launch points.
Warning. Ship in
Tactical, keep watching for the Klingons.
Keep those Klingon ships off us!
Meh. Get a little distance.
As soon as the ship discovered the ship's near the platform, saying,
We're ready to leave!
Oops, didn't mean to take that.
This is Discovery. We're
This
moving
is
into
true, Rabbit
position.
Cube.
They better get those Klingons off our back! Otherwise, this is gonna be a real short trip.
Shields are critical! We're losing them!
Emergency power to shields! Now!
Somat to Discovery. Prepare for transit. Probes are in position. Activating. 3, 2, 1. Engage. The ion storm has cleared, and we're receiving standard readings from Pavo. It's broadcasting its song as normal. No aberrations, no distress calls. It would seem things are returning to a calm, peaceful level.
That sure looked like the spore drive being activated. Oh, hi Robin. I don't know if that was just them reusing the animation, or if that was meant to imply that at the last second they jumped away rather than go back to their universe. Either way, that's good news.
Once the research team is able to resume their duties, we will begin to analyze the impact of agonizer technology in the Pavan ecosystem.
I'm playing Star Trek Online.
It will
is what's going on, Robin.
Make sure Tilly and her crew didn't leave any unexpected surprises on the planet as well. For now, I believe we can safely depart the system.
Probably Rabbit Cube, given that there's still like 10 episodes left in this arc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 episodes left in this arc.
It will take some time to evaluate the impact of the Terran occupation of Pavo. The agonizer technology they used to manipulate the planetary biosphere was invasive and damaging. I am concerned about the effect it had upon the Pavan ecology, and how that will affect future attempts at interaction with the planet. The fact that Captain Tilly remains at large is troubling. Her technological prowess and propensity for violence should make her presence in this time quite disruptive. Should she acquire current technology and return to her own time, it is possible that she will rewrite history as we know it, turning our universe into one more like her own, if not worse. In the meantime, we both have our duties to attend to. It has been agreeable working with you. Live long and prosper.
Minor team-wide regen. Oh, and it does remove hold and stun. That actually would have been useful in the last mission.
This is Captain Kumarke of the...
Not right now, Kumarki. Let's, yeah. Alright, now we'll hear what you have to say, Kumarki.
This is Captain Kumarke of the LSS Riskava. My research group is
She's
under
trilling her
attack in the
R's now.
Andoria
That
system.
feels new.
We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Ja'ula. Their flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
I'm assuming that's the what now? What? The fuck? If y'all don't remember the Alachi, they're the people that were, like, kidnapping and experimenting on Romulans with the Tal Shiar way back at the very beginning of the game. That's gonna be weird. I don't know how that's gonna go. I love the Voom. Right, Rabbit Cube? That's just weird. On the other hand, it would be nice to replace the lizard dude with somebody who doesn't have exactly the same voice as Bashir. Do I have... Oh yeah, I definitely have unused officer slots. Going to Andoria, that's interesting.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a superweapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
Bold of them to attack Andoria in the heart of the Federation.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria.
Very well. What can you tell us about the raiders?
The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Ja'ula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that superweapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Agreed. We're moving to assist. Oops. The fuck? Okay.
We've driven off the Mokai, but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is, or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
Experts in astromycology are uncommon.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period.
I agree.
My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old. From the mid-23rd century. Interesting.
Indeed, Rabbit Cube.
A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command. At the highest level.
Why would Starfleet classify astromycology research? Well, you see, they discovered that you can get really high on space shrooms, and the admirals want to keep it all for themselves.
That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of
Oh my god.
and put it to work on the problem.
This is how, because I knew the actor was in this. This is how they're getting what's-his-face in. Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet
The Discovery
about
Engineer.
getting access to these research notes. See you soon.
On my way. Stamets! That's his name.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in.
Any updates on the rift?
Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread. Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence.
Oh my god, that's why we're getting an Alachi officer. It's gonna turn out the Alachi actually are from the space mushroom stuff, aren't they? So how do we close this portal? Because remember the Alachi were fungal
the
creatures?
we're about to deploy. Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done.
To the holodeck, then. My away team can meet up when we know what we're doing next.
Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
That's some pretty, you know, if that is what they're doing with the Alachi, that's pretty good job of weaving game lore with show lore that didn't even exist when that part of the game was written.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now,
I really like my character.
computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
That was terrible.
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the Klingons would be the ones doing the twisting.
There's a transdimensional portal that seems fungal in nature.
Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out.
What can you tell us about the mycelial network?
It's a subspace realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that, by the way. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now.
Among other reasons, yes.
The Discovery was equipped with a spore drive, and with it, we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. You weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension, or another time.
I see. Glad we're able to call on your expertise.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
How dangerous is Juhula's weapon?
I need more data on this Klingon superweapon, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's meant to disrupt a localized section of the network. That disruption, in turn, damages the corresponding section in our universe. Problem is, damage in the mycelial network tends to spread and grow in magnitude. Unchecked, this type of attack could spread through the entire network, which would be very bad.
Exactly how bad are we talking about here?
Bad on an apocalyptic scale. Simply put, if she keeps doing this, she could bring an end to all life in all universes.
Understood. I feel the stakes have just been raised considerably.
All right, any more
Alright, so I guess
questions?
Juhula is... R was right, Juhula is going to be a villain. Just straightforwardly. Let's get to work. Computer, configure mycelium research laboratory.
Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought.
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels.
How will that work?
I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Got it. Computer, begin mycelium research simulation. Okay, so where do I control these things? Where do I... Okay, that's red. There we go.
Radiation level's too high. Get it down before it ruins the test. The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp. Alright, sorry, I got ahead of myself there.
Shit.
Alright, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good, because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to. Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, the universe, and everything.
I imagine so. That was decidedly... That could have become very tedious very quickly. Understood. Next moves?
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there.
Yeah, I caught that too, Rabbit
I'll
Q.
set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Understood. Let's do it. Computer and program.
All right, transporter's ready and standing by to beam you into the mycelial network. I took the liberty of sending your ship the adjustments. Your away team will be ready to join you there. Just say the word when you're ready to go.
We're ready. We'll contact you if anything goes wrong.
Good luck in there.
Oh, right. Mobile emitters
We'll be
are
monitoring from here.
an uncommon but extant technology now. Pretty. Not as pretty as the last planet we were on, but not bad.
Welcome to the mycelial network. All right, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's put in here, Ja'ula's done a lot of damage. We need to put a stop to it before it gets too far gone. Let's head toward those Klingon energy signatures. Seems like a good place to start.
Something's stinging me. What is that?
That would be the Jasep. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example.
Yes, Rabbit
Just their
Q.
personal
This is
shields
totally the
this
far
set
plane.
should protect you from their nibbling.
Oh god, the terrible crossover fanfic idea that just popped in my head. Where the far plane is the mycelial network. No. Terrible.
Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet, anyway. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later. You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere.
It's Gaia, the life stream, the Force.
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
What? Did they just do the exact same thing Discovery did with its gay character that it killed off? And had the network randomly resurrect her?
Outsiders. I am of the Jasep.
No,
We are
okay.
people of this realm.
Just taking her
we
form.
have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop.
Patel? How is this possible? I saw you die.
I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic.
It really is, Rabbit
Someone
Q.
who protects. Someone like the Jasep.
I see. We appreciate the gesture.
We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
We came to help if we can.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
How did this happen, Patel?
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it. You must.
We'll do what we can.
Let's get moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we'll be to the problem.
Understood.
We can use this to move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
I see. Yo, I was hoping they would do that. Ooh, that too, Rabbit Q. Man, that was a good book. I forget, didn't Madeline L'Engle turn out to be a horrible person somehow, though? I forget. Oh well. Wind in the Door was still a good book.
This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several.
A few scans won't hurt. We don't know a lot about them.
The liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information.
Right. Let's scan the little ones and the water source. Get back here. Ah!
Interesting. Even baby tardigrades are extremely tough. The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory.
So the fluid is part of a nervous system within the network?
It's possible that the liquid carries information in the form of protein compounds, and that specific fungi may release chemicals into the fluid that allow for widespread communication.
Okay, but because it's Star Trek, their version of the life stream / the Force has to work based on protein flows in subspace and similar stuff that almost makes sense in a technobabbly sort of way. Then the mycelium are roots and vessels, while the waterways are neuron-like. And then the balloon and things. Ah, Futurama. I already scanned that one, that's why it won't let me. Was there another one? Ah! Oh my god, these are so obnoxious to catch.
The tardigrades are of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
These readings could be very helpful to us here. Understanding this ecosystem may be the key to healing it.
Agreed, but we need to press on.
Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd like to know more about it myself.
Curiouser and curiouser. This is Alachi tech. I wonder what they're doing in here. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Alachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
The Alachi? What could bring them here?
Alachi are like the Jasad.
Called it!
This realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
They're lucky Selah didn't find this place. She'd have burnt it to the ground.
This Selah, does she work with the one who sent the devices and the sickness? Do we have another enemy to face?
She's imprisoned and no friend to Ju'ula, or the Alachi.
I sense that you are conflicted when you speak of the Alachi. They are your enemies, aren't they? Will you bring your war with them to this realm?
That is not my intention, but if they attack, we will defend ourselves.
Incoming!
Speaking of...
Something's wrong with the Alachi. They have the sickness.
Oh, there's the one out there.
Those Alachi were of the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the yield tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Alachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads.
Understood. We will help them if we can.
You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
We must be getting closer. Come on. There we go.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger.
Yeah, those look evil. I couldn't even see that one.
This fungi is being mutated by Hark-Peng radiation.
Oh, that
good.
stuff again. That was what we used to kill the Doomsday weapon way back when we were playing a Starfleet character.
Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. Bet you can't guess who's responsible for those.
Chula. So the Alachi were trying to deal with this problem as well.
Unfortunately, the radiation from Ja'ula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began to mutate, and their higher brain function started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't any coherent entries into that.
I'm guessing they failed. Ja'ula's tech is still operational.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
Absolutely, Rabbit Cube, and I am here for it. Very well, Patel. Let's keep moving. Look, game, I don't care how many alternate versions of Patel you give us, you still introduced a gay couple and then killed off half of it. Not cool.
The device is close, you see? The yield trees, the corruption, they have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
Those are pretty. That's weird that it was that simple.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust.
That's a good question, Rabbit Cube.
Long story short, we're stuck.
That would help explain her motivation in being willing to go back to the mirror universe in her own time. Patel, is there something you can do here?
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the Stamets. The living Stamets.
What could the living Stamets do differently than this one?
The living Stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living Stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it.
You mean intuition? The living Stamets guided discovery with intuition.
Yes, but this Stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living.
Could we teach this Stamets to think that way?
The memories and essence of the Stamets from before are within the network.
Okay!
Able to bring them
so we're gonna
forward
resurrect...
So you can merge them with this Stamets. What you need
Stamets as a hologram.
The fluid that connects and sustains it.
Let's start collecting what we need. This is deeply weird, but I like it. Like, they are taking some of Discovery's weird-ass ideas and being like, hey, let's actually do shit with all this weirdness.
The forest is a vast network, much like your computers. All you need to do is bring the memories you want to the surface.
How would I do that?
The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you seek. Watch carefully. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them.
What?
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Oh.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Yeah, we're gonna have to... Why am I so slow? Wait, didn't I get...
Go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Something that heals... being slowed and stopped.
You will need to collect more of the fluid. Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
It would be nice, but presumably it won't let us because she never linked to the network the way Stamets did.
You have the spores. Now you must return to the place of memory. Together, we will make them rebuild the memory of what was.
They're the building blocks of energy across the universe. Look how it interacts with the spores. It's as if I don't know where to go.
You only do it for me, but I could be your dad. I love it when you only do things for me. The thread that weaves life through space.
I so hoped you would find your way.
I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul. We're not going anywhere. Open your eyes.
Hugh? Okay. I know what I need to do here. Hugh. Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except you're not here. None of you are. Burnham, Tilly, Saru, all of you. You're gone. It's just me now. What's left of me, at least.
Are you alright?
I'm gonna need a moment here, okay? This is a lot to take in.
Of course.
Okay. Everything's all coming together in my head now. I can navigate the network again. I can do this.
Welcome back, Commander.
We are alike now, both created for a purpose, but with the memories of someone else. The memories of a life not entirely our own. But we are alive.
You are. Your lives are your own.
Patel may be a living thing, but what about me? I'm a computer program, a simulation of a life once lived, and yet, I remember being him. I remember the thrill of discovering the mycelial network, the terror of the Klingon War.
It was pretty cool, Ravik.
Everything I felt when I lost Hugh, and everything I felt when he came back. All of it. Everything.
All important things and part of your life now.
We were made, not born. But that alone does not define us. If we have all the memories, all the feelings, we can choose how to live, according to what we know and feel. We are as real as anyone. We are just made of different things.
You're Paul Stamets now, if that is your choice.
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I want to be. Thank you. I've made my choice. Let's finish this. A lot of people are counting on us, counting on me. I can help, and I will. It's what Hugh would have wanted, and it's what I want.
Very well. Let's get to work, Commander. Now what? Ah. Whee! Once more!
The sickness. It is strong here. It is dangerous. Already, many of the Alachi have become sick and corrupted.
Are we near the source, then?
There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them.
Let's take a look. There's still someone back there? Or not anymore, I guess.
There are the devices, up ahead.
That tardigrade over there doesn't seem bothered.
They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them. It should. They eat overgrown blooms. They drink the water.
Wow!
Somehow, they
High praise,
remain
Rabbit Q.
strong.
Something about them could be a solution to all this.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device,
What are the other two?
corruption will stop, and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance.
Let's find that device and shut it down.
This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation. We're gonna need to think outside the box on this one.
I'm listening.
We need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them.
Lure a tardigrade. How do you propose we do that?
I'm thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier. If you're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible 8-legged horse.
It's worth a shot. Okay, wait, so where's their tardigrade? I'm kind of confused as to where... I'm supposed to be finding a tardigrade. Oh, there's one. No, it's following me. This is kind of silly.
We're ready for you to disable that probe. Good work. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Awesome.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Tell me more about the holodeck one? I'm not remembering that. Oh my god.
Nice! Only one more to go.
That one was really good, albeit dark. The Tashiar one. I'm not sure what you mean about the holodeck one.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Damn. Tardigrade is just murdering these guys.
This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do.
Alright, what do you have?
Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data on it. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data.
With tragic results.
She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her, though. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger and boom! It blows up in her face and the explosion throws her into this century.
Her and many others.
Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determins that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction.
Disturbing, but it makes sense.
Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage, though.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully we'll be able to work with the Josep on this. Who knows, maybe the Alachi will join the fight. The sane Alachi, that is.
We're going to need all the help we can get on this, I think.
No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Now what? Yeah, that expression is about right. I'm pretty sure that's an Alachi ship like the one that destroyed my planet. Oh no, that's an Alachi walker. Wonderful.
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
Maybe they're here to... They are here to talk.
Do not fire. We are allies. Forgive me. It has been so long since I have used my voice.
I'm listening. Who are you?
I was Jarsith, a Romulan once. I am Ilachi now.
Wow. Are you reverting back to your original form?
Partially. My mind returns to the time before my change. But I will never be a true son of Romulus again. The weapon is to blame. It corrupts some of us. Drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Ilachi and what we were before.
This guy's joining my crew, isn't he?
These weapons, are they the work of the Tal Shiar?
No. The Klingons were fired... The weapons were fired by Ja'ula, a renegade Klingon matriarch.
You must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything.
That's not going to happen if I have anything to say about it.
You should return to your realm. Ja'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
Like our ships.
You must leave now. Go to your realm and help your people while you can.
Thank you for your help, Patel.
It is our way. The Josep thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Alachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
Until next time, then. This does explain why I'm getting an Alachi crew member.
No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you've found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Work fast, Captain. House Mokai might return, and sooner than we'd like.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Let's make it happen. Watch your sensors for Mokai ships, though. Yo.
Those Alachi ships, they're using spore drives.
That?
The Alachi drives make
That makes so goddamn much sense. The Alachi have always been able to teleport around the battlefield. It makes total sense that they're using spore drives. Bravo on the
Riskava is in position. We're ready to close the rift.
Connecting that up, game. Come on.
Heads up.
Oh, great. Oh, hey. That makes sense. He is Andorian. That was quite the explosion. Wow.
Wow, that actually worked. I can't say I didn't have doubts at first, but whew, well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the spores it needs to power it, this can happen again.
Well, you can count on the Lukari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space. And it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
You know, I really think Kumarki is my favorite character that's original to this game. Sela is still the best character in the game, but Kumarki is the best character created for the game.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all. I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on. You're going to want to cut her off, the sooner the better. And I can help with that.
Your expertise would be most helpful, Commander.
Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for the charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on.
A lot has changed since 2257.
That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Keep me posted, Commander. This needs to end soon. Oh good, it actually worked this time.
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lukari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
Who's got my worst shield? It'll be either him and his is better than that, or it'll be her. And it's still better than that. Okay.
Congratulations, Admiral.
USS Vampire Willow? That's not what my ship is called anymore. That was like 4 ships ago.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies.
Not now.
The mission...
Well, you've got a terrible name, but I think we just got a Romulan Alachi. Engineer? Oh, I was expecting a science officer for some reason. Okay. Let's see what you got. Oh, can't do costume changes. That sucks. Alright, we need a name for this former Romulan turned mushroom person. And while y'all come up with suggestions, I'm gonna pee and then we'll do one more for the night and call it a night. Lol, Rabbit Cube. I mean... Oh, it does say gender male. I think my favorite is Sporeth of these options. So... Thanks, Fruit Bat. I think that's what I'm going with. Oh, those are the only options? In that case... I'm confused. Whatever. I think that means it has to be... that. To make sure Sporeth functions as... Yeah. Wait. No. Oh wait, no, that was right. I'm so confused now. Okay. Weird that that's how it works, but okay. Also, just for the record, that list Stamets is supposed to give us, I believe, is... Oh, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Let's do another episode. I am not sure, Rabbit Cube.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies in the Donatu system. Their facilities are on a small moon there, but it's practically defenseless. Considering recent events, the Alliance wants to change that, and soon. They want us to go to Donatu and deploy defense satellites in orbit around the moon. Hopefully that will discourage anyone looking to harass the researchers or steal the spores.
Oh. Here we go. It's making these patrols part of... That's how they're doing it. They're making the patrols part of the plot. Oh. Actually, before I do anything else, let's see what Sporeth can actually do. Literally nothing at all? That's really... Oh. I am really, really confused. Okay, so Sporeth can do nothing in terms of actual gameplay stuff, but that's okay. Because you know what? we're still gonna make him chief engineer. Okay, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. That does Rabbit Cube. I guess the assumption is that by this point in the game, I'll have a pretty fixed idea of what I want my people to be able to do. And so they're just going to let me pick the skills to teach him. But it's weird that he doesn't even have anything in his specialization. Because temporal operative manuals are not common. God, public chat.
We're in luck. We made it here before Ja'ula. Let's get to work. Starfleet is studying a spore colony on the planetoid ahead. It's a scientific research facility. No weapons, shields only. If Ja'ula or her lackeys come to visit, they'll be sitting ducks. Fortunately, we're here.
Indeed.
We're carrying some defense satellites in the shuttle bay. Deploy them at key defense points, and Ja'ula will be in for a nasty surprise if she decides to raid this spore colony.
Understood. Let's get these satellites in place.
Alachi fleet dropping out of warp. They're arming weapons. Okay, let's have a look. Sensors online, weapons active, shields at full. Good. Defense Satellite Alpha is open and ready for business. May it never fire a shot. We've got more work to do here. Let's get the next satellite in place.
Helm, let's get to deployment site beta. Anything good? Nope. Where'd beta go? There it is.
Heads up! An Alachi fleet just dropped out of warp. Satellite Gamma online while we can. I was afraid of this. More Lachi. One satellite left to deploy. Let's get to work. They're hitting satellite Alpha again.
You serious? Where's Alpha gone? Guess it's just anywhere in here. Oh, there it is. Not good.
Another Alachi fleet going after satellite Delta.
Oh my god.
Satellite Gamma. Looks like an Alachi flagship.
Oh good, that's probably the last one. That is a good point, Fruit Bat. Also, I died. The price of being a glass cannon, I guess. Oh, I was still really far away. Oops.
Getting lots of good data coming in from the satellites. Looks like they're green across the board. Dunatu Station sends their regards. There's a few dozen people down there who will sleep a little easier tonight thanks to our efforts.
If the Alachi return, the station will be ready for them.
The Alachi, the Ferengi, the Orions, and hey, let's not forget about Jaula. Anyone tries to make a play for the Spore Colony, they're gonna regret it. But I digress. As much as I'd like to stick around and see what the researchers are up to, there's more work to be done.
Alright. Well, that was,
I'm picking up a distress signal from
Not now.
The mission.
So, that was weird. I think that's it for tonight. Next week, I will not be streaming because I have to. The Queer Community Alliance at my school is doing a joint thing with the Future African American Social Workers, or whatever it's called. I forget what their org is named. But we're teaming up to do a movie series over Black History Month about queer black people. And the first one is then, and because I've got a good streaming setup, I volunteered to host it. Glad you enjoyed it. Rabbit Cube. So yeah, next time won't happen. The week after that, I am going to create a new character. There is an event going on at the moment where if, in order to take part in the event, you have to create a new Klingon character during this month. You can do it at any time once you've created that character, but if you don't create the character during this month, they won't have access to it. And they supposedly revamped like the Klingon tutorial and added Discovery era Klingons as an option. So I'm going to make one of those and see how it goes. If the tutorial and the Klingon plotline are substantially different, then I will keep playing them. If not, then I will just stop with creating that character and come back to Tajeni and continue with this. Either way, the week after that, I will again not be streaming because of the film series. And then in March, back to regularly scheduled streaming. I think that's about it. So I will see you all next time. Hope you had fun. Bye. Bye.